Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prancing Ponyta. I am Laura B, and this is episode 1 of my new series that I am calling 2BAMaster. Episode 1 will encompass Pokemon TCG. Let me explain to you about this series, where in the next 30 days, today is September 1st, 2025, so over the next 30 days, I will be trying to reach the top rank in all of the competitive Pokemon games, which includes Pokemon TCG, Pokemon VGC, Pokemon Unite, and Pokemon Go. Those are currently the 4 games that are played on a competitive level at the World Championship Series, at international levels, and 3 of the 4 of those are played at a regional level as well. So with having only 30 days to try to accomplish this task, that will be Arceus tier in TCG. So you can see here, this is TCG, and all the way at the top of the ladder is Arceus tier. And then in VGC, that is Master Ball tier. In Go, I believe it is Legend, and I believe that is going to be the hardest one. It's the one I have the least experience with, and it's also the one that I think, just for me personally, is going to be the most difficult. And then in Unite, it will be Masters, which is the one that I can probably do the easiest, considering Unite is the one that I have the most experience with, just outside of TCG. Now, where do I even begin? This was just an idea that I had. I actually think the idea was put into my head by Spraggles, who had wondered out loud if anyone had ever accomplished the top rank in all of the competitive games at the same time. And most of the games have about a 30-day ranking ladder. So that was why I decided to do this in a 30-day period, to try to achieve all of them simultaneously, and have all of those ranks at the same time. Now, we are starting with TCG because the TCG rank ladder actually ends in 3 weeks and 2 days. So I don't have a full 4 weeks to do this, but I feel like I should be able to get this done in just a couple of days. I usually rank up pretty quick on the ladder. As you can see, I'm already not in the Nest League. Typically, I start at Pikachu rank. It resets me every season to Pikachu rank, but I did play a few practice games before a cup a week ago, which did get me into Diglett rank, but I stopped there. So I am still in the Quick League, and we still have quite a long ways to go. As you can see, we still have to hit Pokeball, then Great Ball, then Ultra Ball, and then Master Ball, which Master League is Arceus tier. So after we do TCG, Pokemon Unite resets in a few days. So I'm going to let Pokemon Unite reset me down to wherever it will reset me from. I will not be starting at the basic tier in Pokemon Unite either, because I don't have a Smurf account. I'm just going to play on my regular account until I reach Master. We'll try to reach Master 1600, and that's kind of like the top of the Master ladder, and we'll go from there. If we don't hit Master 1600, it's not going to be like the biggest deal. I almost never hit Master 1600. I usually just hit Masters, and then I kind of, just play casually or with friends for a while after that and don't take it too seriously. And then I am completely new to competitive in VGC. I actually have a really good friend of mine, so shout out to James Shark for helping me build a team and teaching me how Showdown works, teaching me some of the meta, helping me out with building a team and how that team plays through. Since I know so little about VGC, really almost nothing at all about VGC, Go is again the one I know the least about, and I did try to practice Go a little bit a year or so ago, but VGC and Go are going to be the 2 hardest, with Go I think being harder than VGC. So James Shark is helping me learn VGC, and I think we can do it. I think that's going to be one of the ones that's really going to grind. But of course, with Go, the Go Battle League, you only get 5 battles a day. That also resets in about a day, so I haven't started that yet. And I will be doing my 5 battles a day every day. I won't always do them on stream or live on camera. I'll do my best to try to film my 5 battles a day and at least put them on TikTok or YouTube so that you can get a hand in on that. But I promise that every single time that I reach the final rank in each game, I will do that live, and and that will get posted on YouTube as well. So we have a ways to go before we reach Arceus, or Arceus, and whenever that does happen, I will make sure to do that live, and I will make sure to post that on YouTube as well. And hopefully that will be our first milestone. Unite resets in a few days. We may grind that out in a day or two as well and do that live and then post that on YouTube. And then we'll work on VGC. I may practice on Showdown a little bit with a team before actually diving right into VGC. And then Go is probably going to happen a lot off of camera because I have to do 5 battles a day. And I may not always get time to stream every single day and show you how I do my 5 battles a day. I have been working on a team on Go. I did kind of have a couple of teams already built because, like I said, I did try my hand at Go competitive a little over a year ago. I thought I was going to try my hand at Go at an IC when I actually whiffed my TCG registration for an AIC. I had planned to enter Go, and then I actually ended up getting picked to staff, so I didn't compete at all. So I had a team pretty much ready to go, and I kind of was practicing on the ladder and doing that. So now you understand what this series is, what I'm going to be trying to do, the time frame I'm going to do it in, and hopefully luck is on my side. I'm going to try to do in 30 days what Ash Ketchum tried to do over the course of almost 30 years. I want to say it was about 25 years of Ash trying to be a Pokemon master. So I think this is going to be an interesting challenge, and hopefully you guys will be along for the ride with me while we do this. So let's just jump right in with some TCG. I have some great decks built. TCG was, of course, my first love in competitive. Believe it or not, even though I started off playing the video games before, long before the TCG actually came out. Oh, this is a cool background. This is new. I was always into the TCG. That's really where my competitive streak started. With this, we do want to go first with this particular deck. And I do also compete in TCG on the side. On a local level, I compete in challenges and cups. I have no basic Pokemon, unfortunately. That happens with this deck. This is the Rocket Porygon deck. This is one of the decks that I have the most fun with. So I thought it would be a good one to start out with, just playing for fun. And yeah, so I thought TCG would be the good place to start, especially since we only have 3 weeks left for this ladder before it resets. So hopefully, I don't have to go back to this, but that will leave me the last week of the month to really grind out Go. And we'll at least have 3 all at the same time. Unfortunately, the ranked ladders for all of these games are just not all in sync with each other, so it doesn't always really work out that way. And realistically, I guess it doesn't have to, because nobody's really out there trying to do this crazy thing that I'm trying to do. Also, my apologies. Of course, today is September 1st, the day I decided I was going to start this challenge, and I woke up with a bit of a cold, so I do have a bit of a sore throat, and I'm a little stuffy and nasally, so apologies for that as well. I will do my best to still, talk you through everything. Again, I do have experience with TCG. I do compete in TCG. I have a local team of mostly TCG players. We do, look at that, 3 Porygons. Don't hardly need to do anything here. Let's see. Normally, we would go for Proton here to get 3 basic rocket Pokemon, but we don't really need Proton right now. We've got 3 rocket Pokemon down. What are we going up against? This is an Ogerpon Applin deck, so this is going to be the Hydro Apple deck, I'm sure. What do we go for? Do we want Petrol, or do we just take the Proton and use it? I think we just take the Proton and use it. That's going to bring our damage up to 180. Still enough for a knockout, but now I'm only a couple of trainer cards away from one-shotting these Ogerpons, and I can one-shot Mew at this point, so we take 2 prizes here. Great. Did not disrupt my hand, so that actually works out really good for us. gonna start with this. We're gonna switch in this Porygon. We're gonna pick off this Pheasantipity. We will draw 2 cards off the factory. Good. We're gonna use the Rocket's energy this time instead of the Ignition energy, because I may have to attack with the Porygon 2. And I only have 200, so I need to either Constitute away some of these. I think we'll Ultra Ball them away instead. So we'll Ultra Ball away Archer. No, we'll Ultra Ball away Ariana. I want to keep Archer for disruption. And one of these factories. And we'll get the Porygon Z. And then we'll Rare Candy into the Porygon Z. And we will R command to knock out the Pheasantipity for 2 more prizes. Hopefully, we get another Giovanni off of this. We did not. It's okay. I think we reconstitute and try to draw a card. So we discard this. We need to keep the Archer just in case. So he's gonna knock me out regardless. The Transceiver, let's go! Perfect. Attach the Ignition energy. And we have Knockout for the last 2 prizes. Perfect. This deck is so fun. And we're in Gyarados. Welcome to Poke League. Let's go, baby. Alright, we started off here in Diglett. So we beat Cutiefly and Snom, and now we're in Gyarados. And we still have a long ways to go. So we will finish up TCG hopefully this week. And then after TCG, we will move on to Unite. And then after Unite, we will move on to VG. And then after VG, it'll be Go, which I'll still be doing Go in the background because I have to do 5 battles a day. So, you know, we'll see what I can do about streaming that here and there as I do them. Since I could just stream it from my phone. What do we get for Master? Alright, alright. It's not as cool as the Rocket stuff that I missed out on because I slacked on collecting those rewards. I really wish I would have got that Rocket stuff. But hindsight is 20/20. And we have 3 tiers for, if you count Gyarados, 4 tiers of Poke League to go through before we hit Great League. And then we will have 4 tiers of Great League, 4 tiers of Ultra League. So, yeah, hopefully, I mean, and the battles are just going to get harder. Matches get harder as we get higher up on the ladder, because we'll actually face people in a higher rank. I mean, as it is, we didn't have an easy time tonight. We did hit a couple meta decks. We hit Dragapult, we hit Gardevoir. So, I think we're going to call it there for tonight. And thank you for joining me for episode 1 of 2BAMaster, TCG edition. And we will be back with some more TCG. I may grind some of this off camera as well. I'm gonna need, you know, as much time as I possibly can to oh goodness. Today was day 1, and hopefully I can get on tomorrow and stream a little bit for day 2. So thank you everybody for joining me, and have a good night. Bye.
I'ma tell you about the come up, how I learned the game. Every challenge that I faced, how I earned the name. Nobody said that it was easy going for the gold. You gotta take risks, you gotta be bold. But I'm here to run the race, yeah, I'm here to go far. Here to take names, here to be a star. And when I finally make it, I'll be at the top. Best of the best, yeah, I'll be walking. where legends are alive. I'll be walking.
Victory Road.
I'ma be right there by their side. I'll be walking.
Victory Road.
Where everyone can see. I'll be walking.